Today's session, we would be learning another cash subsidiary book, which is the two-column cash book. Previously, we discussed single column cash book. We also learned that single column cash book is also called as simple cash book. Today's class, we would be learning two-column cash book. Two-column cash book is also called as double column cash book. Two-column cash book, another name by which it is known is the double column cash book. Let us discuss a little bit more in detail about what is two-column cash book. A two-column cash book, what happens is in this cash book, you have a separate column to record the cash transaction and the discount transaction. So here in the two-column cash book, what happens is you have two separate columns. In one column, you would be recording all your cash transactions, and in another column, you will be recording the discount transactions. Now, talking a little bit more about these two columns, one very important thing that you have to remember is discount column is maintained only for reference purpose. Okay? Discount column is only for reference purpose. Now, please remember, end of the time frame or at regular intervals, you will have to go about balancing the cash book. Why do we do so? We had learned that cash subsidiary book, it plays a dual role. It plays the role of a journal as well as a ledger. It acts both as a journal as well as a ledger. So for whatever transactions that you end up recording into your cash book, you need not prepare a separate ledger account for it. Okay? You will, when you are using cash subsidiary book, you will not be preparing a separate cash ledger account. So you will not be preparing a separate cash ledger account because the cash subsidiary book itself serves the purpose of both a journal as well as ledger. Okay? So you will not be preparing a separate ledger account for cash. So when I'm talking about this, one very important aspect that you have to remember is that the discount column that is prepared, that is only for reference purpose. So whatever amounts that you end up recording into the discount column, that you would be totaling up at the end of the time frame, but you will not be balancing that. Okay? Discount column will not be balanced. So this is one important thing that you have to remember. However, the cash column, the column where you're recording all the cash transactions, you are required to go about balancing that at regular time intervals. So for in two-column cash book, the cash column that has been prepared, for that you will have to go about balancing at regular intervals. So two important things that you have to remember: discount column, it's only for reference purpose. You would just total up and you will write the amounts at the bottom. It need not be balanced. In the case of cash column, it has to be balanced at regular intervals. Whenever you carry out transactions which are related to bank, okay, for example, check received, check payment through check. You have to remember the bank account is an extension of your two-column cash book. Okay? The bank account is an extension of your two-column cash book. So the transactions are entered in such a way that it would be reflecting in both your two-column cash book as well as your bank ledger account. So whenever you have check related transactions, simultaneously along with your two-column cash book, you will have to record or you have to maintain a separate bank ledger account. Whenever you have transactions corresponding to bank, because bank through the bank you're transacting in terms of cash, you must, and the cash there is an extension of your existing cash book, you must maintain a separate bank ledger account, and the transactions would be recorded in such a way that it would be reflected both in the two-column cash book as well as in the bank ledger account. So once we pick up on those transactions, you will be understanding how to pass those entries in a better way. Now let's discuss the format of two-column cash book. This is the format of two-column cash book. Now what you've noticed over here is the format is very much similar to that of a single column cash book or a simple cash book. What makes a difference over here is that you have one additional column which is called as the discount column. Okay, you have one additional column here which is called as the discount column, and in discount column you will be recording all the discount related transactions. So in this column, you will be recording all the discount related transactions. This discount column, you need not balance. However, the column that is used for recording the amounts, in this column you would be utilizing for recording and balancing the transactions at regular intervals. So this is the this is the format of the 2-column cash book.